York Times was not that it was Marvel's fault, because it's not, and he knows that. It's not Netflix's fault either that the streaming services are taking over so much. The fault is, in his article in New York Times, was not that it was Marvel's fault, because it's not, and he knows that. It's not Netflix's fault either that the streaming services are taking over so much. The fault is that we have for decades believed that the market should rule everything, and the rich should get richer, and that is the root of it all. Because what has happened is that all the different small distribution companies, all the different cinema companies have been erased. It's monopoly everywhere. And they're not, cinemas and distribution and some film companies are not anymore run of people that want to make money specifically out of film, because they like film. They're run by big corporations that want to have 10% back on their invested capital, which means that as long as they sell popcorn, it's fine. That's why all the mid-range films, the films that are lower than $100 million in budget and over $3 million in budget, they don't exist anymore. It's only $100 million films and $3 million films, and nothing in between. And those films were the films that slowly could grow in the cinema. They opened in a few cinemas, and then after people talked about them, and they grew and they grew and they went for years. I know that One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was continuously running in Stockholm for 20 years, which is a world record. That will not happen now, and in Sweden, SF had made sure it doesn't happen. So it is this that is the course of the reason we don't have those films anymore, and that's really sad. That means that if you want to make an art film, you have to have a really small budget, and it will probably not be seen anywhere except in festivals. So what happened with all the brilliant writers and directors that were doing all those films? Well, they've gone to television.